Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's Christ 169. Today is the Sunday Roundup, and because Sunday Roundup is special, it's the Black Friday pre Cyber Monday report. So what this report is going to be from now on every year, I'm gonna make a a pre Black Friday and a post Black Friday report. Meaning is going into it, we're going to have expectations and thoughts of maybe what might be going on. The post report will be what happened, the winners and losers of Black Friday 2023. Now, as we do this real quick, now, be mind you, I'm getting this information from Retail Dive. Inflation has been the present challenge for retailers this year by creating cautious consumers. For weeks ahead of Black Friday, retailers have been encouraging consumers to spend on what is typically considered the busiest and most important day of the year of the industry. Black Friday is goes back to retail days, and Black Friday means no, not a racial term. We call it Black Friday. They call it Black Friday, okay, because the foundation of why Black Friday is it's all the companies, retailers, whatever, will have one day of the year to go into the black, to go into the black. Because in retail business or any business, you always want to be in a black, not red. Red means you're in debt. Black means you're actually ahead. So Black Friday means your store does, let's say, annual budget of say $2 million or whatever, and you hit $2.5 million on Black Friday. You have you have gained 500 or half of 2 point. You gained $500,000 or half of what your goal needed. You exceeded your goal. Now Black Friday has always been that way. It's always been all hands on deck. If you call out for most companies, you get fired because Black Friday is the day you have to be at work. No, unless you're National Guard, Reserve, or whatever like that, then you're given a reason to be out. Um, or even some militia groups now, or state militia groups are actually recognized where they can be off if they're doing maneuvers or whatever. But Black Friday Eve retail is all hands on deck. No one's off that day. You're off. You're off Thanksgiving. You have turkey. You gobble it down. Now report to work at 6 in the morning, or 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 12 in the morning, depending on, like at Lowe's. We came in when I was in the stores. A lot of people came in at midnight, 12:01, 12:30. I think Black Friday morning, and pulled all the internet orders, pulled all of them. Now with little cubbies they have and little storage thing they have, they don't have to worry about that much anymore. It's pretty much very self-efficient. They have a front area where they can put them up and go get them in that time. Big deal. But people do come in like I think 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I've heard from some people who still work in stores. They come in at 3 or 4 in the morning, maybe even than that, maybe 3 or 2 or 3 in the morning, and start pulling stuff earlier to get it ready to go. So customers come in and get it and they go because it's already been paid for technically. Um, so Black Friday is that. Black Friday is for all the consumer companies out there: Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot, whatever, Sam's Club, Costco are trying to get into the black. So when they go into black, they have a better projection of the year to come to know what. Not really. I went out looked at some stuff, but didn't do much. So Black Friday is that way. It's for all the companies in this country to turn a profit, and then they'll have an outlook of what their year is going to be. The fiscal year ends usually in January, February. So they have an idea. Hey Tim, how you doing, buddy? Uh, and they have a better idea. Well, I don't have Discord, uh, but has a better idea of what it's going to be. So that's what Black Friday is, and the winners and losers are going to be pretty much here. This is our retail dive. Biggest winners are going to be mobile and online. First time mobile shopping is expected to overtake desktop buying this holiday season. According to Edrove analysts, more than half spent, about 51.2% will be online on mobile devices, phones, tablets, stuff like that. Analysts found that smartphones counted for $5.3 billion all online sales Black Friday, up to 4% over a year. Smartphones also accounted for 54% of online sales. One reason is improved shopping experiences and easier to make purchases on mobile devices. Your Amazons, your Newegg's, your stuff like that. Mostly it's going to be places you're going to do mobile stuff on. At the pandemic era, shoppers surged back into buying on mobile. About 17% went from 75%, 2020 went to 79%. 2017, it grew from 75% to almost 80% this 3 years ago. Now, the biggest losers, one of the losers, Best Buy, sales fall 8% as electronic demand uh, stumbles. Thanksgiving saw 5.6 billion in online spending, 5.5% year over last year. Black Friday generated 9.8 billion online sales, up to 7.5% up from that. But Cyber Monday is still expected to be the biggest online shopping day as this year, driving a record 12 billion in spending. This be up 6%, just 6%. Online total 16.4 billion, according to Salesforce discounting and consumer. Up so sporting goods is up. Now here's a big one though. General footwear handbags up 22%. Sporting goods up 21%. Health and beauty up 17%. Global data Spotify that shows strong mobile performance for merchants on performing mobile versus desktop, 76 to 24, respectively. Uh, Throughout. Now, discount hunters, of course. Now we're on to the losers. Doorbuster decline. In recent years, happened that Black Friday's signature elements and draws early morning doorbuster deals, big box stores have lost some of their urgency. Not to kick the doors down traffic we used to have on Black Friday last year. Michael Brown, partner in American Retail, a leader. It's not that kick the doors down traffic used to be, like you saw, one uh hey man, like you saw that one Black Friday, and I think it was England, where Best Buy opened the door and one person came in, Black Friday crowd. That's usually what is happening. Um, Black Friday is not the kick the door down and storm the store and launch the artillery and run with your family and have helmets on and get the command. It's not how it was back then. I remember being a kid going Black Friday one time with my uncles and my uncle and my mother. It was like a damn freaking military group. You had the leader, and you had a little private like me, a little scrub behind them. I'm running around. It's total chaos. It's the 80s and late 80s, early 90s. Now you go on your computer or on your smartphone, click a couple buttons, boom, you have your stuff right now. So analysts have said that it's literally 79%. Almost, I will probably give it probably 80% Black Friday on mobile. Black Friday on mobile. And I think that is probably going to be the best thing for people to understand. That people right now got to understand that Black Friday traffic is not going to be like we thought it was going to be. Like we thought it was going to be, the best sellers are actually going to be Nintendo Switches and watches. Well, actually, it wasn't that. More people were going towards designer shoes and handbags than they were, and beauty products than they were electronics. You saw a picture on Instagram or on Facebook, and if you guys respective areas of PS5's Call of Duty version or Spider-Man version just sitting there, like three gigantic stockpiles in Best Buy. They're not. They're not I repeat, they're not the hot item. I'm not saying PS5 and the hot item, Xbox not hot item. I'm not saying at all. But I'm saying the deals that they had for this Black Friday was not the deals of yesterday. And I made this point very clear during before I went Halloween trick or treating to hand out candy. With Newegg doing graphics cards. I said these companies are going to have to come out, with the big guns. I mean, with all the sales and start throwing them at people because people don't want to go in there and save 10% off a game console where 2 years earlier they're saving $100 off of off an Xbox One X. You're getting two games, maybe three at GameStop. Even GameStop had a pretty good season, but I haven't typed in GameStop yet to see what kind of tragic mess they were in. Uh, but I do believe, folks, it's going to be interesting um, to see if it is actually going to be anything about the situation here is going to tell us anything about it all to really give us any information um, to really give us any type of see what they give us anything. Oh, we may not even have anything right now until at least down the aisle here. Could be a cool walk if we gain the information on Black Friday for GameStop. But it is saying that there's some say stores open hours of Black Friday, Walmart. No. Anyway, the point being, I'm gonna get information on Black Friday and GameStop. I'm gonna get you guys information about that. I thought by now it'd be posted by now. It's been like 2 3 days by now. But you know how the internet works. They post crap when they want to. But uh, well, I try streaming Twitch a little bit, but I don't really like Twitch because Twitch is kind of weird with me, kind of finicky with me. It worked one day, then it won't work at all half the time. So I don't know. It's just one of those damn things. I still don't know why Microsoft bought that thing, even though I think it doesn't work. But anyway, though, I think you agree with me, man. I appreciate you agree with me. But yeah, it's one of the things with situation with Black Friday is that game companies like GameStop are going to have a harder time because people are not buying electronics. And I made a prediction that PS5s could go on. So this is way before the Black Friday sticker came out. I said this around October, saying if they want to move the consoles, they're going to sweeten the pot. They pour a little more sugar in there and sweeten that pot up. Because giving somebody $50 a free game, $100 free game may not be enough, especially with the economics from the Biden administration right now. And anything else in your state, you could have wildfires like in California. So you may not have a lot of great success getting anything because maybe wildfires or whatever, or floods, famines, or whatever happens in your area, and you're part of the country. So you may not have accessibility to a lot of these things that everybody else has. So it's kind of a catch can kind of thing, where you have to be okay. You can get it here, but you can't get it there. That's why I always saying have Micro Center around and Costco around, Sam's Club and Walmart, play like that would be a better thing to have because it's more competition for cash. Um, you know, Love's sake, I can't argue there, but no, I'm not a political channel anymore. I dropped that years ago. But I said my piece about it, and I digress. But Black Friday this year is different than Black Friday of yesteryear. Black Friday yesteryear were all about electronics, TVs. Gotta go buy one. I went to Best Buy today. I saw an iBuyPower gaming rig with a 4060 16 gigabyte hard yeah with a 1200 or 12 gen or 13 gen with 16 gigabytes of dual channel RAM with a 4060 16 gigabytes card. That I think DDR5, I don't know what that power was at the time, but it was only $1,800. They had one left, so obviously I think sound. Yeah, we went down a little bit. They had a 3050. Mm, yeah, very true. Very true. Love sick. But you go down there, down a couple ways down. There's a 3050 with a 1200F. I think that the 4060 had a 1300F, 1300K or K, what it was, and you had KF and what. It was weird. But anyway, though, that was maybe like about 800, $900, something like. And you had two, of course, two different systems, two different, brands there. But I'm thinking this is so wonky. A 4060 T, a 4060 60 gigabyte is this much, and the 4060 Ti was actually, I think, only $100 less pre-built. But if you go over to the 4070, I saw one of them at Best Buy today. Was like 12 gigabyte card, 47 non Ti, was about 599. I'm thinking, you know, I put it in my rig, or get a cheap case, and had cases there for like $90 and some stuff. And they changed a lot of stuff around. And they had, the Intels and the 5800X 3D processor. And I have a Ryzen 7 5800X 3D processor. And you can put all that stuff together and probably get a lot less money being spent to buy a pre-built. But people are buying pre-builds. People are buying this stuff. It's just not the notoriety that Forbes magazine or Fox Business or CNBC Business or whatever Bloomberg will talk about. Black Friday sales are funny because Black Friday sales, it doesn't determine that your overall. It says, well, handbags and shoes are number one. Yeah, if Shoe Incredible has a 2-for-1 deal on sneakers, and your kid is really running around school with, so you start seeing their feet on the bottom of their shoe because the sole comes off. Yeah, it's time to go buy a shoe for your kid or yourself. I bought some work shoes for Walmart for $50. They have laces. I don't like wearing laces because I just can't stand them. These are really good because they're thick laces and they tie and they actually hold. They don't just unramble. I'm tripping over myself. Like I'm a damn idiot. So, but I bought those pre Black Friday. So sales on shoes and clothes and handbags are great and all, but electronics are still moving. People are still buying this stuff. It's just not on sale right away. And me personally, it would have been a better deal for Black Friday, especially for Best Buy, Newegg, Amazon has some good deals, but Micro Center had the best deals. And my closest one is about 5 hours away. And I'm not going to drive 5 hours away to go to Micro Center. But what I did see of Sam's Club was, I had one right down the road from me, was, and Costco had, but Sam's Club close to me, is more pre-built than what Best Buy had. But Sam's Club only had two or three of the same kind. Sam's Club had like 4 or 5 of different ones. But the one that I saw was the last one I saw was a 16 gigabyte of 4060, and the other ones were 3050 and stuff like that. And they're kind of scattered around there. But you hear TVs pile up too. I saw a couple PS5 towers, small little piles, PS5s and Xboxes there. But they're selling pretty good anyway. People are buying them left and right. But I think Black Friday, to me, this post Black Friday is really showing that people are buying stuff online more and more and more. And we're getting more comfortable with clicking, a couple things on our cell phones or our tablets and going to a store, picking it up, or having somebody bring it to us. And I think that's good, but it also a bad thing. The bad thing to me is it takes away communication with a human being. And that's where a lot of people in this country, especially in Clarksville, where I live at, and the depression's high in this city. Suicide in this city, and I live in, is high. About every other week, there's somebody who else is offing themselves. And we had about maybe 8 months ago, somebody killed himself in a Target parking lot. Why is that? No one knows. Because no one talked about it. News Channel 5 talked about it, and that was it. I think it's sad though because this stuff needs to be talked about. So I think human interaction is given away to a computer AI action. And computer AI is not going to know how you feel. Okay. Black Friday is more than just taking a screwdriver and a handgun and go out there and go buy your son a PS5. It's about the interaction with your friends and family. Like myself. Now I went to my brother-in-law's aunt's house for Thanksgiving. 30, I brought like a case of Pepsi and a case of Coke Zeros there. We had a great time. Ate a lot of food, a lot more than I normally eat because we eat a small family there. But we had like 30 people there. It was chaos. It was fun. Played games. We drank a lot of alcohol. Had a good time. I don't do that all the time with a lot of people like that. You have close knit friend family I go with. But it's good to have interaction with people other than your usual suspects, your usual family. So going out Black Friday is not just chaos, screwdrivers and guns and going. No, it's because you have some people go out there because they know interaction with other people. And I feel for people who are by themselves, who live on their own. And I live on my own, but I got a family that come around so much that they probably live here anyway. So, but I think it's really sad that Black Friday is going away of the communication and going down to this click of click a mouse or click on a touchscreen and buy your products. I think it should be in stores. So in closing of this video, Cyber Monday's up. That's going to be happening probably later tonight. I'll be at work and I'll work in an online fulfillment center for customers. So I'll be probably working in one of the operations areas, pulling orders. So that's the big time to shine for stuff like us. But it doesn't mean that it's the fall of civilization. No. Does it mean that you buy stuff online that you're fist in the air saying screw the person interface and talking to them? No, it just means you want convenience. Most of my family members up there at the barbecue at the Thanksgiving meal bought 90% of their stuff when they're sitting there talking to all of us. I mean, it's not that hard to buy stuff online and get it ready to go for you. And they went in Black Friday, picked up, went home, and then they went back to bed probably. And that is fine. I saw a few of them out Black Friday and Black Friday that day. Even yeah, Black Friday, just walking around buying stuff in Walmart. I was too. Just, general shopping. But people chaos running around buying the stuff. I'm just buying stuff for my lunch or whatever because I did most of my shopping online too. Most of it's very simple. It's just gift cards. My family, but like I said, guys, Black Friday this year was not the norm, but I think the new norm is online as well as the store. I think we need to really understand that yes, if we start going online only, stores start pulling more people away from the store, and they won't be having people in the store when you do go in there for Black Friday. If you decide to go to next year Black Friday, so I think it's good to have a 1-2 punch where yes, you go for Black Friday sales, but you are at home say 6 in the morning, you're getting those deals at 12:01, wherever you can order them. Then you go into the GameStop or you go into the Best Buy and you pick them up. So I think human interaction is still needed. It's just a lot of people don't know how to do that right now. So this report, guys, was pretty much done. I researched it for a little bit before I made this video. Thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for being here and listening to a fat guy ramble. Once again, if you're brand new to this channel, walked on this channel, say, hey, this person's interesting, go down there and Macho Man elbow drop that like button and give it a oh yeah, subscribe, dig it, and ring that bell so you can get full or part of my videos uploaded to you. I have 500 plus 600 plus videos you can watch, not uploaded to you, but videos available to watch. I got tons of them down there to watch, dating back probably almost 6 years probably. So you get into my mind, or what one person said. Now you go down the rabbit hole to see what you might find. I'm a very interesting person, but I do ramble. So if I ramble, I'm sorry, guys, but that's just who I am. Thank you guys. I like to say shout out to IDK Man, Lovesick, Tim Anderson, Corfield. Um, shout for being here, for uh, for being part of my channel here. And thank you guys. And thanks for being here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Be blessed.